So this particular workflow, it gets a ticket from ConnectWise, sees that the ticket was created. That way we can have, let's say we kick this ticket off once a month with a workflow rule from ConnectWise. First thing the workflow does, updates the summary just to show that, hey, this ticket's being worked on by Rewst. But then it goes and it builds a list of all of our clients that, like all the client accounts underneath our MSP client. Then it builds a list of all of our Rewst orgs, then the variables for the Rewst orgs. That way it can, for each account that we have in Duo, it looks them up by their Rewst org property and compares them to find their ConnectWise org property, just to build a small relational database. But then after it does that, it generates a list of every user that is in our Duo tenants. And then it returns a list of any users that are in bypass with this for each item or with items list. Then this one here, it generates a list of any client that has a bypass code that expires in greater than 24 hours. That way, in case someone were to create a bypass code and set it to never expire, it would be returned by this list. If someone were to set someone into bypass, it would return them on this list. That way we can just focus on hardening our clients' environments as much as possible by making sure that we have as many users as we can out of bypass and not able to bypass their two-factor authentication. After it generates that list, it runs another with items workflow here that it goes out, it updates an eCMSI ticket or MSP ticket, but then it generates a separate ticket for each client with the list of all the users and that are either in bypass or have a bypass code. And it's nothing complex by any means. I just thought it might be something for anyone who's out there using, Duo or any other two-factor to where they could build, just a quick audit. That way you can, without having to go manually and see every user that's in bypass or doesn't meet, security criteria. It's just an easy way to do it, and I thought people might enjoy.